Hi students, hope everyone is fine and safe. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to my new video, and today's video is about why should we hire you. This is another important question in your interview, and in fact this question decides your selection in the interview. And in this video you're going to find different techniques to approach this particular question along with live examples. Come, let's watch the video. This is very important question, and before answering this question, you have to know what are the different ways the question can be asked. Yes, why should we hire you can be asked in number of ways. For example, why do you think you are the best for this job? How do you think you are fit for this job? What strength you possess to get hired for this job? Why do you need this job? Like this, there are a number of ways this question can be asked in the interview. And this is very, very important, my dear students. You have to be 100% sure what the question is asked by the interviewer. If you don't understand the question, or if you ask the interviewer to repeat the question, it will create a very bad impression about you. For example, walk me through your background or take us to your resume. Don't think this is a different question, but this is a different form of tell me about yourself. Now, let us see how to approach this particular question. Why should we hire you? Dear students, first you have to understand why this question is asked. This question is asked to check your skills, your attitude, and your performance, in the sense how good you are in your skills. And you have to understand one particular thing. This question is not a technical question. This is a behavioral question. And you have to answer with the right approach so that you can create a very good impression with the interviewer. And make it very sure you're not taking more than 1 minute for answering this particular question. Now we will see how to prepare and answer this particular question. Why should we hire you? During preparation part, whatever may be the interview, these two things is very, very important, my dear students. Job description and skill mapping. Yes, before attending any interview, you have to be 100% sure about the job description, the need of the company for this particular job profile. And then you have to map your skill in line with the skills required for this particular job profile, so that you can create a very good impression with the HR. While answering this particular question, you have to be very cautious about your attitude and timing. Yes, my dear students, don't be so humble stating, I really need this job, I am in need of this job. Avoid all this type of statements. And at the same time, don't brag yourself, I have achieved this, that, I have this particular skill, that particular skill, without any proof. And at the same time, timing is very, very important. This question mostly will be asked at the end of the interview, and sometimes it can also be asked at the beginning of the interview. If the question is asked at the end, then you have to answer in a different way. And similarly, if the question is asked at the beginning of the interview, the answer should be more appropriate to impress the HR. And I have already mentioned you, this question should not exceed more than 1 minute. But if the question is asked at the beginning of the interview, then you can take much more time, maybe 1.5 minutes, to answer this particular question. Because at the beginning of the interview, you can create that impression with your beautiful answer, and you can able to narrate your skills so that you can create that impression. And the important part of this particular answer is you have to be credible. Yes, you would have already mentioned your technical skills and your interpersonal skills. And this is the place where you have to say how good you are with your skills and how you are differentiated from others. I would recommend you people to use small examples or small stories to substantiate your answer. But make it very sure the examples and the short stories are true, because the interviewer might ask you questions or probe how did you done that, how do you achieve that, so that they can easily find out it is true or not. With this particular approach, you can just nail this question with your beautiful answers. Now, we will see live examples for this particular question. Example 1. Assume that you are attending the final round of interview in TCS, and this question is asked at the end of the interview: why should we hire you? I feel you should hire me for my strength in coding and communication skills. Honestly, I believe I am one of the best candidates for this job profile. Apart from my academics, I possess strong coding skills which I learned all these 4 years, and I've sharpened it by attending various high level coding contests like TCS Code Vita, Code Gladiators, etc. Being a secretary in English Literary Club and Muttamil Mandam, I have organized various events in my college days. I would describe myself as a flexible and hard-working team player. It's because of this quality, as a team, we have completed 2 mini projects and we are planning to apply our concept in our final year project. And I strongly believe I can add values to the organization with all my skills and knowledge, with an attitude to work to my full potential. This is how you have to answer for this particular question. If the question is asked at the end of the interview, it has to be crisp and it has to be very impressive. So now let us see example 2. Assume that you are attending the same final round of interview in TCS, and now the question is asked at the beginning of the interview: why should we hire you? I feel this is a wonderful opportunity for me to attend the final round of interview in such a renowned organization, the IT giant TCS. I chose my college because it is the only engineering college accredited by TCS in my district. And as I believed, it was very easy for me to know the essential skills and knowledge that TCS is looking for from the young aspirants through my seniors and placement coordinators. I'm really proud to say my college have molded me to a great extent in these 4 years for this particular interview. Apart from my academics, I am very passionate about my coding skills. I have completed certification in Java and C languages, and I'm self-learning Python through online sources. I have participated in various coding competitions like CodeJig, Code Gladiators, Code Vita to hone my coding skills. I would describe myself as a self-learner and an excellent communicator. My hunger for learning new technologies never dies. As a result of that, I have done many certifications to upskill myself. During my college days, I have coordinated various events and been a point of contact for a technical symposium, during which I was appreciated by my principal for being calm and empathetic in handling all the communications, right from professors, students, and other attendees. I believe TCS will be the excellent platform for me to establish my skill and knowledge. And you could see I would have taken much more time in example 2 to narrate my skills with appropriate example for self-learning, and also I have added a small story for excellent communicator. And this is how you have to answer for this particular question if the question is asked at the beginning of the interview. Thank you, students. Thank you for watching, and I'm sure this video will be an eye-opening video for your interview preparations. Subscribe Passionate Professor and keep learning. Thank you.